Hi, I'm Brian Albert. I'm an animation student at the Savannah College of Art and Design, and it's the end of the fall quarter, like quite literally. I'm filming this literally right after my last class of the fall quarter 2022. So 2023 is almost here, which means that there are probably going to be a lot more students coming in. And I feel like I've been here long enough, like 3 years long enough, to know some tips to get you started. First off, pack the right clothes. Savannah has 2 seasons, hot and humid, and cold and windy. And sometimes they happen on the same day. Get yourself a raincoat or an umbrella to have on you all the time because you never know when something might just happen spontaneously. I have been caught in the rain before without a jacket or an umbrella. I wouldn't recommend it. Number 2, change your sheets like once or twice a week at least. And also wear deodorant. Okay. Number 2 is be a hygienic human being. I'm so surprised that I have to specify that, but apparently I do. Oh, and number 3, on top of that, when you do your laundry, clear the lint tray in the dryer. People don't do that. You should, unless you want to burn down the building. That's fine with me. Number 4, just generally be nice to people, your colleagues, your classmates, your professors, the security people, even when people aren't necessarily going to be nice to you all the time. You should probably be nice to them too. Even if there's like personality differences between the people around you, it's not worth burning a bridge. Just be nice, just be cordial. Open the door for people. Number 5, if you can, buy a bike. Or a car. If you can't afford a car, buy a bike. Savannah's a really bikeable city. I pretty much bike everywhere now. It's super convenient. It's a whole nother level of freedom. And you don't have to rely on the buses, which suck. I'm pretty sure I've beat the bus more often than not just by being on my bike. Number 6, I know that this is like super late because the fall quarter is over, but for future reference, don't buy your supplies until your professors tell you to, especially if it's like textbooks or something, because more often than not, your studio classes are going to have like required materials and like the textbook thing on their syllabus. It's more than likely going to be BS, total bullshit. They're kind of just required to put a book there, whether or not they're actually going to use it or not. So especially for your studio classes, don't pick up the book, just wait. Number 7 is kind of related. Don't buy that freshman starter kit thing. It's so pointless and so useless. I've never used half of the stuff in that thing. If you go on Ex Libris and then you put in your little class code and see what stuff that your professor is going to like suggest you buy from Ex Libris, you're probably more likely to use that stuff than whatever dumb freshman starter kit thing they're gonna recommend to you. Number 8. Wait, that's an 8. That's an 8. I can do math. I'm an art student. Use your dining dollars. If you're on a meal plan that has dining dollars, use them. They roll over every quarter, but then they don't if you're not taking summer quarter. So if you had some left over at the end of the spring and you don't take a summer quarter, you just kiss them goodbye. You're not getting those back. My favorite thing to get is brownie brittle. I get like the big bag that's meant to be like 12 servings and I eat the whole thing. What is wrong with me? There are a lot of little SCAD convenience stores, so you can use them there. The one here in Victory is called Forage, and it also has Starbucks, so... I mean, it's not great Starbucks, but it's Starbucks. That's implying that Starbucks is great to begin with. I'm sorry, the coffee snob in me is coming out now. To be fair, Savannah has really good coffee. There are a lot of really good coffee places, so if you're into coffee, just like leave a comment, and I will recommend all the coffee. Number 9, Mail Center. Don't go until you get the email from them. You will get like a specific email from the SCAD Mail Center that says your package has been processed and is ready to be picked up. If you got the email from like Amazon or whatever that says that your package has been delivered, no, it hasn't. It happens every quarter, and it really annoys me. The first week of every quarter, there's this massive line out the front door of the mail center because there's just a ton of people who got the Amazon thing that says, oh, it's been delivered, but they didn't get the email from the SCAD Mail Center that said that it's ready to be picked up. So there's just this massive long line of people, and poor Neil at the front of the Mail Center line has to go, guys, if you don't have the email, get out of the line now. And then no one does, so the line stays super long, and they get to the front of the line, and they're like, what email? Did I have to get an email? You have to get an email. Please. I'm tired of waiting in the really long line. This is a personal thing now. It's incredibly petty. Number 10, Manage your time well. I say this a lot, and I think that just kind of goes for just general school and living and being a functional human. But managing your time is a huge part of being here at SCAD. Mostly because you don't have a whole lot of it. You're gonna be asked to do some really crazy stuff for a ridiculously short amount of time. So you're gonna have to prioritize. Pick and choose the things that you find more important than the other things. Keep a planner on your phone or physically in like an actual planner. You do to-do lists, have a calendar, I don't know. Just do whatever you can to stay organized and be on top of your shit. As time goes on, you're gonna kind of figure out the sort of pace of the class and how long your assignments are usually gonna take. So it'll be a lot easier for you to budget how much time you have. But also schedule time to just relax and do nothing. You're not gonna get a whole lot of that, so really be strict on prioritizing your time to rest. Take care of yourself. No one's gonna do it for you. Number 11, if you're an animation student and you wanna use the Cintiq tablets that are all around at like Monty or a Gen Library or whatever, you're gonna need one of these. These things are like $70. It's like friggin' ridiculous. The thing is though, is that you have to get the ones that actually work for the 22 HD monitors that we have in Monty and I guess everywhere else. I'm pretty sure that you can also rent these from what's called The Shed. It's literally just a building next to Montgomery Hall. It literally has the words The Shed over the door, so like you can't miss it. But I'm pretty sure you can rent these out. I've never done it, so don't quote me on it. Somewhere or another, you're gonna need this. Get it. Number 12, you're gonna get critique a lot in your studio classes. Take them with humility. Try not to take things personally. They're not attacking you personally as an artist. They're just critiquing your art. You are not your art. You're an amazing person, but you're also not the same thing as your art, which I'm sure is also amazing. Try not to interrupt the people giving you critique, your professors, your classmates, whoever. Try not to interject with, yeah, I know, oh no, yeah, I know it's not that, I know it's not that good. Just be quiet, just listen, and take what you can from it. Not all of your critiques are going to be great, but if there's something that needs to be improved, there's gonna be something that needs to be improved. We're here to learn. I mean, what else are we here for? Number 13, on the other side, if you get the opportunity to give critique, and believe me, you will, do it with kindness. Build people up, don't tear people down. We're collaborators, not competitors. You're gonna come across people whose stuff just doesn't look that good, and that's okay. There's a way for you to tell them how to improve without, telling them they suck. We're all doing the same thing, and we're all trying to achieve the same goal. So the least we could do is be kind to each other. Number 14, use your resources. Talk to your professors, talk to your classmates, join clubs, do the career fair, do the whole like SCAD AMP thing, which is like our presentation like workshop thing. That was great. That was a wonderful explanation of what that is. At the very least, take your classes seriously. You're paying a pretty penny to be here in this institution. And yeah, it's not perfect, but it's, pretty good. Take advantage of it. Not a lot of people get this privilege. SCAD is a good school, but it's not going to get you a job. You will. So make the most of your time here. Number 15, advocate for yourself. If you have any sort of disability that would make learning in a classroom environment difficult for you, speak up. Bring it up to SCAD's accommodation services. They might be able to help. I personally have not needed to use them. I might, depends on how I'm doing mentally, but I know people who have, and it's worked for them. And I've seen them be pretty helpful in the past, so, it's worth a shot. It just kind of goes back to the last thing. You gotta do everything you can to ensure your own success. No one else is gonna do that for you. And last but not least, number 16, keep your head up. SCAD isn't the wonderful playground that it advertises itself to be. It's great. It's a great school, and I have a lot of fun here, and I've made a lot of great friends, great memories, and seen a lot of amazing art come out of this place. But the whimsy of the decorated buildings gets old pretty fast, especially when you're trying to look for the bathroom. If you ever walk into Montgomery Hall and you try to find the bathroom on your own, good luck to you. But people are going to be mean to you, and some people aren't going to be the best collaborators, and sometimes you're not going to get along with everyone, and that's okay. It's kind of just how it goes. But don't let that discourage you. The world is a beautiful place, and the mark that you leave on it is small, but nonetheless important. You gotta always remember that. I've had a lot of fun since coming here. I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, and if you've been watching these videos for a while, you've seen how different life is now compared to when I started uploading videos. I've had the privilege of meeting a lot of you who watch these videos, and it's so cool to meet you guys, and I love it when you guys come up to me. I think it's really cool. A little weird because I'm not used to it, but it's like awesome nonetheless. If you made it to SCAD, or any art school for that matter, I'm happy for you. Don't waste this chance. Do everything you can, because there are so many amazing stories that have yet to be told that you're about to tell. And there are so many stories that are about to be created that you're about to live through. What can be more exciting than that? Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.